Now speaking of baseboard, let's talk about that for a minute. This one here had quarter round trim on it because years ago they installed this floor tile and then they installed a baseboard over it. Any gaps, they used that quarter round in this room and they went around the whole entire room. Okay, now I want to look at that and see how well it's been painted. It looks like it's not too bad. I mean, if you wanted to repaint all your baseboard, now's the chance to do it. Okay, but here we can clean it all off. It looks like it's been painted all the way. But look at this. We get the light resituated here for the hallway. Now see this hallway base? You see down there? It's been painted before, hasn't it? The paint stopped right there. Because when this carpet was in, this baseboard was a different color. Then somebody decided to paint the walls, and the walls are nice white, and they came down, they painted as close to the carpet as possible. You see right here where it goes around the jamb? Right like that. And it's like that all the way around this room. You see right there where that joint is? And it just happens to be this area here. I happen to look in here, and this baseboard has been painted all the way down. And so this baseboard's going to be okay. But I'm going to hope to find the paint that was recently painted in this hallway and repaint the bottom of that, because that would be really difficult to do that after the floor was stained and sealed. You see that? So that's something I know that's going to have to be done. Each project is going to be different. Take a look at yours and decide, okay, what are we going to do with the baseboard? Is the baseboard stained? Is the baseboard being replaced? Sometimes the baseboard is installed higher than the carpet. Usually they do that when they install carpet, but this, as I say, was never intended initially when it was first built, was never intended to have carpet. This was the pre-finished floor right here. That's why they put that quarter round trim down there. Now if this was brand new and you're going to install carpet, you're going to want to use a baseboard, and that baseboard you can have a nice high one, maybe 5 inches tall with an OG trim on it or something like that, and you can hold it about 3/8, 5/16, 7/16 above the carpet line. Okay, and run it, and then when you put your tack strip there, you're going to have the baseboard up a little bit higher, and then the carpet has something to kind of tuck down into. Well, I noticed in this back room, let's get the light turned on. Whoever installed this room, the carpet, initially, you see right here, see how the baseboard is up off of the floor a little bit, and you can see over here, see that? How the baseboard was up. Well, after this carpet was removed, they had to make a decision. What do we do with the baseboard? If we lower it down, we're going to have to install a new baseboard. Or if we try to save this old baseboard, I wouldn't even suggest that. You'd have to clean off the top of it. You'd have to be real careful with it. Once you move it down, you're going to have a 1/4 inch to 3/8 gap up at the top. You're going to have a ridge there. You're going to try to patch it and then prime it, paint it, finish it, all the same color as your wall, or recut all that stuff in, what have you. What they decided to do here is they just decided to leave the base alone. You see that? And it's all the same, and so I think that would be fine. If you end up doing something like that, you do a concrete on your subfloor, your stain and sealer. Doesn't that look cool? You pick up all kinds of different things off of your concrete subfloor. That's just what you get, see? So lots of things to think about when you get ready for your next step. Think about your baseboard, take a look at your existing conditions, and say, hey, what would Joe do? Think about it, and you know what? There's always 2 or 3 different ways to do things. It's all up to you.